Welcome to Dunmers
Emancipating
and
Scion.
Divines. Someday we will agree. That's the thing about a solo campaign. The players get 50% of the votes of the decision making, and the players all agree with one another.
You're implying that this is some kind of democracy? You're in the wrong game for democracy. This ain't no powered by the apocalypse.
Okay. If I remember correctly, when we last left off, I had just exited one of the central pits. Oh,
Yeah,
what,
so
like
you
the-
had just finished speaking with the Telvanni thieves, who had turned out to be Thieves Guild working with the Telvanni.
Yep.
To steal ebony from the mine.
Cool. I'm gonna go leave on my way out. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. I didn't take any hits during this.
Oh.
Cool. Okay. I would like to use. Oh, okay, cool. With prestidigitation, I would like to soil an object. I want to put what appears to be blood spatter on myself and on my armor, so that when I get out, I can be using prestidigitation to like clean it up and make my armor gleaming, like in front of the Imperial Guards.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm going to ask the scout, take me to the other two locations, please. I want to make sure this job is done thoroughly. I want to get paid properly. So I already took care of an entire group, but there might be more. Show me the way.
That fast? Huh, you work really well. All right. Well, the other two locations are further down into the mine.
It's a downward slope from the exit, right?
I will remind you, just in case no one's told you yet, there can be some dangerous fumes down there. So if you've got any kind of lit anything, lamp or what so have you, it might well start a fire. So I'd advise you to put that out before we head down into some tight spaces. It is also going to stink.
I'm going to grab my fire dagger, and I'm going to.
I believe you sold that? Because you now have 2 +1 swords.
I hadn't sold it because it is still a better damage output than the alternative. Even if it takes a even if it takes it doesn't have the like +1 to hit. I prefer consistently hitting stuff, but you know, for moments like these, the fire dagger is an important factor, which is why I'm gonna leave it with the people at the front.
Okay.
I want to deceive the scout, right, and make the scouts believe that there's a larger group of thieves deeper in the tunnels, right, and that I got most of them, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to come back tomorrow. But basically, like that spot right there is crawling. This is where they're all at.
Okay.
May I roll deception?
Yeah, sure.
Does the prestidigitation give me advantage?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you're trying to convince him that you just took out the main body of the group.
Yeah. Can I use intimidation instead of deception?
I mean, this really feels like a deception.
It's a deception. With advantage, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. He's very impressed, awed by your skills. As you spin your tail, for once, this Bosmer seems to finally shut up and listen.
Yeah.
As you describe the fight.
I think I even cut, wounded myself on purpose for about 15 lay on hands worth of wounds to make it extra credible. I'm gonna heal some in front of him, and I'm gonna heal some when I'm at the exit with the other two.
Okay, you go ahead and spend the lay on hands that you will spend now.
So all 15 points to, if that helps carry over the dirty 20 to convince the others as well. Cool. How much time is left? Because I told the...
That was late evening. She asked for 24 hours.
Yes. And so I spent 8 long resting. I sent Nilos into town.
Well, you both went back into town, which is about a 2-hour trek. Okay. An 8-hour long rest, 2 hours to come back. You've been in the tunnels for another 2, so it's been 14 hours. You got 10 hours left before she had told you.
10 hours left. Okay. Cool. Nilos is not gonna get a long rest because he's gonna be running around a lot. Cool. I would like to head back to the local guards buildings of the Imperial, and I am going to trance in the common room and sort of observe what the cycle of rest looks like while I'm here, and I'm gonna wait for Nilos to come back, because I gave Nilos my cape of mountebank, and I told him, get the key if you can, and then if you need to make a quick escape, use the cape of mountebank, and then find me. I was hoping maybe I could roll sleight of hand or stealth or investigation or combination of those on his behalf, and see if he gets the...
Let's just call it a luck die.
Okay. Doesn't the Cape of Mountebank give him advantage?
It's okay. So essentially, the Cape of Mountebank is lowering the difficulties of everything. Right. But if you can get above an 18, then he meets all objectives and retained the Cape of Mountebank charge.
Okay, cool. 18! Oh,
nice.
Okay, yeah, he didn't even use the Cape of Mountebank. That's my little thief. That's my guy.
So first of all, because you asked to observe sort of the sleeping schedule, so let's see. It's about noon at this point. So there are about 4 guards asleep, or maybe more than that. There's about 6 guards resting, some of which you recognized from that night shift. that you went on last night.
There's times when all of them are asleep, right?
It does seem like that, at least from the description of the shifts, that from about 2 a.m. to dawn, there tends to be a time when almost everyone is asleep. There is still a night shift in the guard tower, but there's no one in the mines.
Yeah.
At least from what Elenia had described.
Okay. So there's 10 hours. That tells me that, like, it's morning. It's morning, right? It's like 12.
Mm-hmm. It's midday.
It's midday. Okay.
So 10-hour shifts for 2 mine guard shifts, and then they have less people in the guard tower keeping watch.
Hell yeah. When Nelos arrives, when does Nelos arrive?
Let's say about 4 p.m.
Okay.
So he arrives. He's got a heavy-looking pack on his shoulders, and as he sees you, sort of gestures for you to follow him and continues outside of the bunkhouse.
Okay.
He says, well, I've got a wealth of information. First of all, your primary objective has been obtained.
Perfect. So proud of you.
And I was able to get in and out without being spotted. So I didn't even need to use this cape here, which he sort of swirls around and offers to you.
My eyes are sort of gleaming, and I'm like, you have to teach me how to do all of that if I want to get anywhere in the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
Are you a member?
I'm not really much of one for large overarching guilds, and besides, I might be concerned that perhaps it would interfere with our existing oaths.
Oh yeah.
Best not to chance it.
That's fair.
And I wouldn't want any kind of trouble following to Marianne.
That's fair.
Word has it that they don't have the most friends at the moment. But I,
Oh yeah. They've had some crazy members doing wild stuff recently. Cool.
So
What's in the bag?
Well, quite a few things. First of all, as I said, primary objective. Second of all, I'm
gonna grab the key from him.
I have the private ledger for the mines from the Halalu Reef, which might have some interesting information that we may not get anywhere else about the operations here. But the only sort of confounding variable is he's like pulls the pack and you hear a heavy thunk. I made off with the whole safe to do it. It was relatively small.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Who hasn't been there? Who hasn't done that? I've sold my chest by now, but I had the.
But I don't really want to just drop it anywhere because, well, if they know the whole safe's missing, finding the whole safe seems like perhaps a perilous endeavor.
Yeah, we can like go outside, and I've got a crowbar and stuff. Okay.
Well, I opened it just fine. It's just a question of getting rid of the safe.
We can throw it in the mine or something. Just like shafts, pits.
You want to take it off of me? It's a little heavy.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna like, let's go to the latrines and like we can make the transfer in a more private area.
Okay.
I would like to. Okay, I would like to relay my plan as it stands. Right, evacuating the slaves safely comes first. Okay. Um, if they can, like, move around and leave by themselves as the guards are drawn to the action, whatever that is, then you can be with me. But if not, you're probably going to want to take the key and help them escape while I cause a distraction and some carnage. I recommend you keep the escapees like within sight of this place, but in a hidden place. I've got 2 hours. I can look for a nice place to hide, and then keep a person on the lookout until I do an illusion. Use a thunderclap to sort of like draw your attention back into the mine, or maybe just like a light that goes like this, right, in your general direction, and that will tell you that all of them can come back and get clothing, rations, weapons, armors, what they and stuff from the safe, whatever they need. That's the plan. Another last part of the plan is, if you want to, right? I've got some shut eye you're not going to get any if you follow this. You might want to grab every club, every javelin, every spear, every dagger that the blacksmith back in town has, which will take you 4 hours to get there and back while I look for a place to hide. And then, as part of the escape and the distraction, you can give a lot of weapons to the escapees.
But we wouldn't have time to, say, evaluate who knows how to use these weapons, and surely putting a weapon in someone's hand puts a target on their back.
On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, that's why we let them make their own decision, right?
And what about...
If we have it as an option, those who are skilled and who want to pick those up will. We've got 150 people. I'm not expecting you to carry 150 spears, javelins, or daggers up the slope. Okay, just enough to give some of them options, or at the very minimum, there's 8 of them that are already going to be like ready to go. So if you have like 8 weapons to give out, then yeah. If I don't show up and like give the signal to come back, you can take them to the nearest port and use this to pay for their passage to the town where they need to go. And you can give this to them to find the person that they need to find. So I'm gonna give him the paper bird and 200 gold pieces in case I don't come back.
Okay.
So what's do you have thoughts? Do you have notes? Do you want to?
I know you mentioned that you had a conversation with someone. Surely getting this to her earlier might perhaps,
Um, No, she said we meet. I should give her 24 hours. I'm not gonna do anything suspicious, and or start early within the time. They're probably like in the mines right now because it's late afternoon. They like she asked for 24 hours. I'm meeting her in 24 hours, right? But that doesn't mean I start doing a distraction immediately, right? You yeah. Hopefully, like if I'm there with you when we hand over the key, then I can ask like how much time do you need before I go. Right. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Are you okay with you're gonna be a bit exhausted? But like
That's true, but I'll be fine.
okay.
I won't be exhausted until after the fighting starts, at least.
Yeah. Do you prefer well, we can ask them whether they want you to go with them as like
We'll see
support.
when we get there. One foot in front of the other, eh?
That's right. Okay. Okay. I can't think of one, but you're probably gonna need to think of an excuse for why you're walking into the blacksmith's place and asking for all of their spears and all of their simple weapons and all of their clubs. You have the 2 hours that you need to go back there to think of an idea.
Well, maybe you want to learn my skills when it comes to coming in and out of places unseen, but I think I have quite a bit to learn from you and your silver tongue. We'll see how it goes.
Alright. Thank you. I like that. I'm terrible at lying. Cool. And I think for the last 2 hours, I'm gonna patrol the area to kind of like find a place where a large group of people could hide and potentially have some like scouts around.
Okay.
I think if I get Nilos before he leaves, I'll be like, also, if you have time and you can find somebody who has druidcraft in the village, ask them what the weather is gonna be like tomorrow.
Understood. Okay. So he leaves.
Cool.
I
have almost no more gold.
So you are entering the mines again and looking for large chambers within. Yes.
No.
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 Sorry.
She. I'm. Oh, right. Yes, that could be a good place to hide. I'm looking for a place that isn't a dead end.
Okay.
Like a forest or a hill, something that you can hide behind. Something that you can hide a large group behind easily. Like a mine is not great because like
Okay.
it's
So you're
like,
scouting the nearby area.
yes.
Okay. So that's relatively easy to do from the lip of the caldera, given that it is a little bit mountainous. You've got a pretty good sight line of the area around you. Hold on. Let me pull up the map.
Long rest. I cast Long Strider, and I cast with the Pearl of Power. I cast Aid on myself. Long rest. Blah blah blah.
So from where you stand, the area to your west and east is like directly. Okay. So as theoretically, you only have sight lines for us. You're here then, if you're trying to look around the mine. So obviously this is the interior of the mine caldera. These are both mountainous areas, so you see a fair amount of road with like flat and even ground, but it is hilly. Like you see the shape of hills in the distance to the north, and there's a copse of trees to the northeast of you.
Okay, yeah, copse of trees is gonna be our meeting points. I think, like when I meet up with Nilus again, I think I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna use my navigator's tools that I have proficiency with. Since I took a long rest, I'm gonna keep the thieves' tools proficiency. No, actually no, because I gave my thieves' tools away for now. I'm gonna get my navigator's tools proficiency.
Okay.
I've got a question. What does it feel like for me to change my proficiencies around?
I think. So, as you long rest, you are in a trance-like state, which ever since you swore your paladin's oath, a part of that is at least an interior recitation of that oath. Like it's something that helps bring you into your trance. And sometimes you get sort of vague sensations within that, a sense of community. One of the things that's really like building back your strength reserves is feeling like you're a part of something larger than yourself, feeling the arms of all of your brothers in your oath, of all the working people around the world taking part around you. And sometimes you can attune yourself within that. You can have your heart call out to a sailor, a locksmith, a mason, and a jeweler, and take their traits into yourself. Take the knowledge of their tools and skills within you.
Nice. So, like, it's not. I was wondering if it was, if it would be a hint to my like past lives as the Nerevar, but I love this so much more. So,
I maybe could have done that, but it was the first thing that came to my mind. So we're here.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. I'm gonna meet with Delina. I'm gonna meet with Delina again.
Okay. So, Darlena is a very busy person. So you, in the course of being out and about, have seen her scrubbing floors in the bunkhouse when there is the minimum of guards around, and running water hither and thither, cooking downstairs. You smelled delicious scents wafting up from the kitchen, though by the time you got downstairs there was no one there. The latrines get mucked from one time you're there to the next time. It can only be presumed that she's responsible for it. But as the 24-hour mark comes to a close, you once again see lights coming up in the slave quarters, dimly from below, giving you a pretty decent hint that perhaps she's doing the same tasks at about the same time. So she might be there again.
I find Nilos. Because like at 4 p.m. he would still have had 6 hours to go there and come back. So like there would even have been time to show him like there's the forest, and I think we leave the weapons in the forest, basically, like clearly visible when somebody like reaches the edge coming from the mine.
Okay. Yeah. So he comes with you down to the.
Okay. Oh,
the base of the caldera.
Cool. Hell yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna ask him. So, what did you get?
He says, a lot of simple spears. I've got 30.
Okay. Well, that's the like the weapon of the people. You know, like it's one of the easiest to train, and you can still wield it while in chains. I mean, a little bit less than if you didn't have those. We got others.
Yeah, this one is very dying now.
Uh-oh. Okay, we got 30 spears. That is one. I believe it's. Let me check. Javelin. Spear is 1 gold piece. So Nilos should have 270 gold pieces. Wait, no, 170 gold pieces left from what I gave him. Cool. And I'm also, the last thing I'm gonna say is once, like, if everything goes according to plan, y'all come back in the fortress, loot whatever y'all need to make it. I'm going to go off on my own if everything goes according to plan. It'll be just you and them, but without the colors and with armor of different types and clothing of different types, you won't pass as a group of escaped slaves. So it should be relatively easy if when we get the money from the safe of the operation, because we need 1,500 gold pieces to transport everyone to Vivek. So if I'm not here after I wave the lantern about, don't worry about me. Okay?
Dalina nods.
Oh no, sorry, that was to
just
Nilos.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the scroll of alacrity to get, I think it's a 8 hours bonus to initiative. Does it give me advantage? Can you check what your because I don't remember alacrity as a D&D 5th edition spell, so like I don't remember. I didn't write down what it does. I know that it either gave me a bonus or advantage to my initiative rolls for 8 hours. Attune to the ruby.
Gift of alacrity. Gift of alacrity. 1d8.
Okay, cool. All right. D8 initiative. Cool. What else? I think otherwise I am good to go.
Okay.
I'm also gonna give the ledger of mining operations to Nilos to be like, there might be somebody in the group that we're freeing who will have better use of this than us. Cool. And also I'm gonna give my 54 rations in case I don't clear the whole place and then they come back and grab whatever food the legionnaires have. Cool.
Okay.
Where are my rations? There we go. Okay. Cool. And then we go find Delina.
Okay. It's about 10 o'clock, and as I said, the lights are slowly coming to in one of the slave quarter buildings at the bottom of the caldera. As you enter, you see her once again finishing lighting a few small candles. She nods at you and says, "Very prompt, very good."
Okay, I'm gonna hand her the master key, and I'm gonna like the last time, sit down, start casting mending while we talk, because I don't know if she's gonna want to trigger it like right now, but I do let her know I'm ready to go whenever. There's 30 spears available in a nice place to hide, to the north east of here, with the at the edge of the forest. You can't miss the stack of spears there. This person can come with you to help guide you and protect you, or can come to be a distraction with me. He's got all sorts of stuff that you might want, like rations and stuff like this. I'm gonna try to get you as many resources from this place. I'm gonna try to clear this place out so that y'all can come back and grab some essentials, some clothes, some extra rations, all that good stuff. Whenever y'all want. I know everybody is exhausted after a shift right now, but
Well, they haven't returned yet. As you'll recall, I'd asked for 24 hours to try to locate a key. Thank you for finding one. Dalina had substantially less luck in locating one on the premises. So this is very important, very good, very, very, very good. However, I haven't had a chance then to free more than the 7 available with this chime, and even then it was very, very difficult staying discreet enough. Also,
can I have 3 can I have whenever we get started, I'd like to have 3 or more of those open shackles, the ones that block magic.
That can be arranged. Nilos also had to spend 37 gold on clothing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because to get for 150 people's worth of clothing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I dared not ask because I was like, Nilos can't carry, wouldn't necessarily be able to carry all of that clothing and all of those weapons, and
he definitely had to get a cart. Which actually, let's throw another 10 gold in there.
I'm leaving this I'm not gonna keep track of how much gold I have given him. I'm expecting that this will like all go.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
Okay. She nods and says, 2 a.m. The mine cease production for the night. I should be able to open all of the shackles by about 3. Give us until that point, cause a distraction, and we should mostly be okay to go. There's a few of us who were born to other lives, who have skills that could be useful in getting us out of here. Not all of us mind, but at least some.
Yeah. If you rely on those skills, and are you confident? Like, do you want Milos with you? He is from one of those types of lives.
If he's capable of discretion and protection, then that assistance would be great. As you say, you have some supplies for us, but they're outside of the mining situation as it stands. There are very few paths that lead outside of the caldera itself that are not closely guarded.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he's got some weapons. Let me give you. I'm gonna give them my fire dagger, my quarterstaff, my halberd, hunting trap, and fire dagger. Let's go. And the paper bird, that too. And the ledger of the mining operations. I'm like, I can either give you these now, or Nilos can have them for you.
Perhaps your companion should carry them for the moment. Yeah. I would have a hard time hiding them under a skirt.
Okay, so I can I don't have an hourglass. Nilos, do you have an hourglass? I just need to be able to keep track of the number of hours so that I can start a distraction at like 3.
Nilos shrugs at you and says, start counting?
Okay, I will do that. And I'm gonna turn back to Delina, and I'm going to say the distraction I'm gonna do is kill a lot of the overseers and then pretend that it was the thieves who launched a raid, and try to get all of them to go down in the mines to look for the thieves in retaliation. And then, with this decanter of endless water, I can drown a lot of them.
Not a terrible plan, especially the overseers sleep through the night. Well, there is some overlap in shifts, so most of them should be in their bunkhouse and heading well off to sleep by 3. I will warn you that my people will be exhausted.
Yes, I'm not expecting anything from you other than running, and for your spear people, I recommend, like, those are like, if you have 2 rows of spear people who are holding action to whenever somebody gets close enough to get speared all at once, none of them are going to want to get within spear range and be the first one to get speared. You can kind of hold them off for a while.
Yes, but only once we get to the spears.
Yeah. Okay. I'll I'll start counting, and so it's 5 hours from now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Nilos to get what sleep he can, and this is hard, but I'm gonna wait around. I'm gonna like I think I'm not gonna take off my armor. I'm just gonna spend my restore balance if you make me roll for stealth.
Okay. So where are you trying to hide?
I'm not really trying to hide, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to be near the place where the overseers are, and to be like making notes, and to like make observation of like movements in the camp and everything. But I can just be like sitting against a pillar and like smoking or just chilling in the dark.
Okay. So you're trying to be nondescript, more so than actively hiding.
Yes.
Do you want to actually be in the overseer's bunkhouse?
Oh, if they let anybody in, then yeah.
You haven't tried.
Yeah. I don't know that Gladys would get the idea. Let me roll intelligence. Let's say on a 10 or more. 16. Okay, cool. I get the idea. I'm gonna stroll in like I belong.
Okay.
Are they all elves? Are they all Dunmers?
You've yet to see any that are anything but Dunmer. Okay. The door itself to the overseer's bunkhouse, which once again is on the same like bottom level with the slave building, so it's not a very far walk from where you just had your conversation with Delina over to the overseer's bunkhouse.
Cool. Like these are like the sleeping quarters for the slaves. Okay, cool. Where's the door? There's only one door?
Yeah.
Perfect. Windows?
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot of fucking windows.
And it's a 2-story building. Windows line up on both levels.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna, when we're close to the hour, I'm gonna put my hunting trap here. I'm gonna my caltrops and ball bearings here. And what was the other thing that I have? And as I come in, I will put the lock on the door.
Okay. So at 10 at night, to be clear, you're putting the lock on the door?
No, at 3. Yeah. I'm gonna go inside, see what's what, but I'm letting you know that like
that'll be what the setup looks like at 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes.
So
if I succeed in my stealth checks and all that.
okay. Go ahead and just give me a stealth check, just sort of generally for like how nondescript you're able to be. It's a low difficulty because you're not trying to actually fully hide.
Cool. I'm spending a restore balance to counteract my stealth disadvantage. Come on. I rolled a natural 1. And there's nothing I can do to mitigate this
Nope. Okay, so as you step inside the bunkhouse for the first time,
at 10?
At 10.
Fuck.
It's got like a substructure, so the floors are slightly hollow. So as soon as you, in your full plate boot, step foot, it's just... Yeah, the boards are creaking. It is a production. And it's not but a moment before someone... Okay, so 2-story building. The first floor has low tables with cushions around it. You smell on a small hearth off to the side something spiced and smelling of sultrus and crushed fiber bubbling appetizingly on the hearth. But above you see a ladder leading to a small opening, and the lights are low down where you are. So as you come in, you hear rustlings from above you, and someone pokes their head out through the floorboards, looks at you and says, "You're not Halalu.
Hello.
What are you doing here?"
Is this the overseer building?
He takes a second, comes around to the ladder, slides down, walks over to you and says, "Yes, what are you doing? Day shift's trying to sleep."
Okay. Sorry. I was told to come and eat here, because I'm just gonna grab a bowl and leave.
Damn racist imperials. Just leave your boots. It's fine.
Okay.
So, take your boots off.
Okay,
Get
in.
your bowl.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take off my boots.
And for God's sake, keep it down.
Okay, yeah. Those are they're hard to take off every time, you know. And then I'm gonna grab a bit of soup, and I'm gonna sit down at one of the tables.
Low tables with
and
cushions.
I'm gonna move as little as possible for the next 3 hours while I start counting.
The person who you've awoken, he seems to be a little bit taking it on himself to keep you company, because at this point he gets up, walks over to the stovetop. You see a decanter emitting a slight steady stream of steam. He pours it over some leaves and goes and sits by a table, not the same one as you, but nearby. So he is keeping an eye on you at this point. He seems to be staying awake while you're in the room.
Did I get my medallion of thoughts back?
Yeah.
Cool. The chime of opening, I got it back, but it said 0 out of 7, so it's just a chime. Did I get my fuse tools back? They don't need the yeah, cool. Alright, perfect. I keep an eye on the person who's keeping an eye on me and try to roll insight, and then I'm gonna probably pretend that I enter a trance. Insight. Believe it or not, I am trained. It's a 9.
He seems sleepy.
Well, if he's an elf, he can just trance next to me and still have a small amount of awareness, you know. Cool. I don't have any silence spells. This person is not wearing armor.
No, he's just wearing clothes.
Wep-
Looks like sleep clothes.
Weapons?
No.
Spell casting focus?
No, I mean, it looks to just be a guy as of right now.
Cool.
A guy drinking tea and watching you.
Yeah. When I reach the 3 hours mark, I'm gonna say, "Whew. That was great. All right, thank you for your hospitality. I prestigitate the bowl clean, put it back, put my shoes back on. I'm gonna try to creep stealthily to put all of my traps around the windows and such."
Okay. I'm gonna ask for another stealth roll from you.
Okay, cool.
You are going to have disadvantage because this guy is at least a little like he's aware.
I already have disadvantage because of the armor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Double disadvantage.
I use my last restore balance to not have disadvantage and instead have just stealth plus 0. Come on. 6.
Okay.
I cast Armor of Agathis on myself before I start stealthing around.
Okay. So you said you waited 3 hours. So just to be clear, it's now 1 a.m.
Oh no, they wanted to get started at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I wait 5 hours.
Okay. So after 2, that shift ends. So you get a steady flow of people entering the building. So little different circumstances then.
Cool.
There is a fair number of elves that are sort of trooping in. Most of them are keeping themselves quite quiet. Actually, most of them take their boots off at the door. You see there's little benches with space for the boots at the edge. They all grab a bowl of the hearty salt wrist stew and begin digging in. A few low words are shared, but it's just sort of, especially to your outlander ears, comes across as a low general mumble. But it is not even all the way to 3 o'clock before they begin to trickle upstairs to begin their trancing.
Cool. I imagine since I was there when this shift came in, they might be a little bit less suspicious of me. And if the person who was there, does their shift start at that point?
Okay, give me a charisma check.
Deception?
Deception / performance of, implying that you fit in here.
Natural 20!
Okay, yeah, so not only does the guy who had been at least a little suspicious of you, as soon as others start to trickle in, shrug his shoulders and put his tea in the wash basin and climb back up the ladder. But everyone around you sort of seems to accept that you're here. There's at least one person who walks up and says, "Who are you? New recruit?" And
I don't say anything. I just raise whatever cup I have in my hand and nod my head.
We'll talk to the overseer in the morning to our overseer in the morning then about getting you on a shift. I think we've got a spare bed since that incident in Shaft C. And someone else nods and says, "Yeah, you must be covering for Reynos since he broke his leg." Alright, well, good to have you. Keep your voice down. Day shift's still sleeping while trancing.
Are they bringing their weapons inside?
Yeah. So all of this group is
what sort
still.
of weapons?
It seems as if most of them have short sword and whip.
Yeah.
But most of them are filtering through. Within about 30 minutes, things have quieted down again. There's a few scattered around, writing in a journal. One of them seems slightly more seems to be watching the general scene and sitting near the lamp. It looks like he's the guy who's in charge of turning it off before they go to bed. But he's sort of waiting around for the last couple of stragglers. There's about 5 guys as you trickle closer to an hour past when that shift ended.
Cool. I am going to give my I gotta have a flint and lock somewhere, right? Okay, hold on. Explorer's pack has a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox. Cool. I'm once we get to the right time, I'm gonna create an unseen helper, give it the tinderbox, and tell it to set fire to the whole building in like multiple places around it. But that's also around the time where I rolled a 6 on my stealth.
Yeah.
So I do something like noisy, and I think I when I try to get up in the dark after giving the unseen helper my tinderbox, I think I slip in the mud and curse loudly. And
so, question for you: did you already lock the door at this point?
no, because I wanted to lock it with me inside, but
okay.
Yeah.
So door unlocked. You have now made a big old ruckus. Go ahead and place yourself on the board.
Okay. Yeah, I think I fell in front of the door.
Okay. You see, or what? Rather, you.
Okay. Oh, last thing. I put cloth on my face to hide my identity.
Okay. Did you have it on the whole time?
No, not until now.
Okay. So you could be anyone.
Yeah.
Especially the person who just stepped out through that door. But anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a moment after your fall, because that's certainly within his movement, the door opens. One of the elves that had been sitting in the common room, hand on his sword, still holding the book that he'd been reading.
Mm-hmm. Wait, the others didn't shake their weapons inside, right?
Everybody that had brought weapons that is in the common room is still wearing them.
Got it.
Who knows about the people who went upstairs?
Yeah,
Presumably they have their own storage for that. None of them have boots, though. So that's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. He opens the door and says, "What on earth are you doing?"
Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. And I've
Is that bear trap? What are you doing?
the bear trap is
I know, but
okay.
you haven't placed it yet.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't placed
this is your intention to place
I haven't
these things
placed
right now, yes.
anything. Yeah. Cool. I haven't placed anything.
But, you were getting ready to get
Yes.
stuff out and you failed at stealth, so
Yeah, absolutely.
they have to be suspicious of you.
I'm yeah. Aren't you concerned about bears?
Bears?
Yeah.
In Vardenfell?
Okay, well, beasts. Beasts are pretty dangerous.
That won't do anything to an X-hound.
It'll still trap its leg.
Its leg would just come off.
I look down at the trap. I look back up, and I think I'm just stalling for time while the fire is being lit, trying to be a distraction to the people inside of the mess hall. So I'm actually going to like come in and stay near the door and like argue about the use of like like argue about what type of creature might be damaged by a bear trap. I'm clearly in the wrong here. Like I'm clearly like, but I would like to roll intimidation because I'm genuinely sharing a fear that I have of beasts, and I want them to be afraid of beasts as well.
You know what? Sure.
All right, intimidation proficiency, dirty 23.
Nice. Okay. You are able to talk the Dunmer in this room down and say, okay, fine. I guess we have a lot more to be worried about with these scribs than I'd really thought about. Yeah, you're right, they are a little unsettling, but let's... Do you smell that?
I'm gonna use my hold on. Unseen helper. Can I? Okay. Once on each of your turns, as a bonus action, you can mentally command the helper to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object. I'm gonna use my bonus action to command the helper to come in and grab my ball bearings and to start placing them the way I wanted to place them originally. Not the bear trap, I guess, but you can't have it all. And I'm gonna try to like open the door, puts the ball bearings and the caltrops outside, and then close the door again and be like, oh, that smell, that's me. I just prestidigitated. Sorry. And I'm gonna try to prestidigitate a nicer smell, a non-burning smell.
Okay. So first of all, sleight of hand.
Okay. Yeah. This is going pretty great. Sleight of hand.
And I'll allow you to also include the putting the lock on it.
Ooh, that's a 15.
Yeah, okay, cool. You're able to crack the door open slightly, pass the ball bearings pouch, close the door, and secure your lock in one smooth, unseen motion.
Nice.
And you... Okay. So essentially you're trying to convince them to not panic about any burning smell.
Yeah.
As you prestidigitate a nicer smell into the room.
Yes.
So the thing is, you're trying to use prestidigitation in what amounts to a persuasion roll.
Yes.
So, I guess, yeah, roll persuasion with advantage, yeah.
Okay, cool. 24.
Okay, yeah.
With advantage, there's nothing I can't do.
They nod along and, yeah, they resume what they had been doing.
Cool.
So
does the unseen servant have the time to like put caltrops and ball bearings?
Yeah.
Cool. I've got 5 bags of those, but some of the caltrops the caltrops can be spread over a wider area than the the ball bearings can be spread out over like 4x4 instead of 1x1. So I think there's only going to be like 5 of these that have spiky things, and it's going to be these ones, and that's 4 and 5. Cool.
Nice. Okay.
All right, all set, all ready to go. I don't know if Armor of Agathis is like visible. It says a protective magical force, manifesting as a spectral frost that covers you and your gear. Okay.
What's the duration on it?
1 hour.
Okay, then, I mean... Yeah, it's visible, but it's not an unreasonable thing to sort of have on at times.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, especially you were just talking about scary beasts.
Yeah, absolutely. I was very intimidating. To myself as well.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't have on tabletop audio a building is on. Oh no, they do. It's Burning Village. They have a Burning Village thing in their playlist. Perfect.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
You
Did even describe this building specifically as wood.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
In a halali style, but made out of wood.
Yeah, I remembered that, and when she was like, "You gotta kill them first," I was like, I have some thoughts.
Oh no, I gotta kill them first. What'll I do with their wooden house?
Yeah. I know I've trapped myself in there with them, but I have the keys to the lock, and like when it starts to get too dangerous, I can just leave.
Okay.
If one of them has fallen all the caltrops, I can use their body as a platform to jump out of a window without having to worry about the caltrops. I can just step on them.
Okay. It doesn't take too long before the smell of burning becomes more than your prestidigitation is able to cover, though longer than you may have had otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to see coming from the opening back here in the corner, which I'll draw in. So this is their ladder to upstairs. So this is the upstairs railing.
Ajira is holding action to cast invisibility on me if I drop concentration on darkness.
Okay. But from the opening back here, you begin to see lights.
The opening?
Remember, 2-story. So there is an opening to the second story
Oh,
over here
okay.
with a ladder.
With a ladder, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So from that space, you begin to see light from above. And the heat begins to be at least somewhat palpable, and you hear the crackling of flames.
Cool. I'm gonna roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my weapons out and start swinging at the person in front of me.
Okay.
Cool. There's how many of them did I like? If I counted the ones that came in from a shift, and there's 3 shifts, I might have a sense of how many people I'm dealing with.
There's about 40 people in the building.
Okay, cool. Can I cast darkness as the initiating thing, or I rolled 4 plus 2 on my initiative.
Then I think you're going to be waiting for your round.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a 18 on their
Okay.
initiative. So yeah, one of them turns and says, "Hey, there's a fire! And they begin rushing at you, and it's only when it becomes clear that you're not moving at all, you don't look surprised at all, that they begin to...
Ajira is going to cast invisibility on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time hitting you.
Yep.
Alright. So, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, yeah, I think I am going to go back to plan A. That's alright. Out of the 15 attacks that they just made, I rolled 117 and 2 19s.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I rolled a lot more numbers than that, but that's the only ones that I thought might hit.
Yeah. Shield. I think I've got 18 normally. So I'm gonna shield to not be hit by anything. Yes. Back to... there we go. Gladius spell slots. Cool. So I'm not hit by anything. Hell yeah. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to cast darkness, and then they did 15 attacks. Damn. Okay, there's 5 of them, so it's 3 attacks each. Oh boy, I am in a trouble. Cool. I think, yeah, the second thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bonus action Hexblade's Curse. This one.
Okay.
And no movement. So that's me. That's my turn.
Okay. So, on their turn, you hear more voices clamoring, "Fire! Fire!" There's suddenly a rush for the stairs now, or the ladder, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So in this turn, we're gonna have another 1, 2, 3 guys show up. These are ones that are still wearing their gear from the day, so they've got everything but their boots on. And when they see that their companions have weapons out, at least while the building is still relatively intact, well, actually they can't see their companions, but they see a big cloud of darkness that looks pretty damn magical.
Yeah.
And they call out, "What's going on?" And someone else yells, "Attack!" Okay, so they are joining the fight.
Cool.
But 2 ranged attacks. Got it. So those 3 only make 2.
Why did my short sword and ebony blade reset their fucking damage? This is so weird. Okay, cool.
Okay, so on the ranged attacks, I have a 23 and a 24.
These will hit. But is there anything in the range between 18 and 23?
There was at least one, yeah.
Okay, so I shield.
Okay. So from the ranged attacks, that's gonna be 10 piercing damage.
Cool. That's gonna bust my armor of Agathis. I wish you'd done the ranged attacks later. So con save 17. Okay, cool. I'm maintaining concentration. You said 2 of them hit me, so I make 2 concentration checks.
Mm-hmm.
18. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's at least one thing that was an 18. 14, 15. Okay. That's their turn.
Okay, cool. On my turn, let me see. Yeah. Why stop? No, I don't want to use Thunderclap because I don't want to alert the Imperials too quickly that something is happening. Although there is already shouting. I'm hoping the slaves are running by now, and that the Imperials are gonna focus on the building on fire. Okay.
And hey, running is even a somewhat reasonable thing for slaves to be doing when their buildings are also made of wood and
Cool.
nearby.
I'm going to start a thunderclap. Thunderclap. Shit. Where's the? Okay. All right. Each creature within 5 feet of me must make a con save. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6 thunder damage.
Within how many feet?
Within 5 feet of me. So
just these
all,
5?
yeah, just these 5. That is correct.
Okay, and DC is
For DC is shit. I believe 13. Yeah.
so fail, pass, fail. Fail.
It is only like there's gonna only be a 5 thunder damage. So I don't think like they don't look bloody, right?
No.
Okay, got it. As a bonus action, I'm going to drink my potion of speed, and Ajira is holding action to cast Sanctuary on me if I drop. Actually, no, she can just cast Sanctuary on me. She casts yeah, she's gonna cast Sanctuary. Although I think they need to see. No, they don't need to see me. Cool. Yeah. So it's a DC 13 Wisdom save to be able to even think about attacking me. That should limit the number of attacks. And like I said, potion of speed, which gives me an extra action, which I'm going to use to hexblade this one. And I'm gonna say, beware the power of the bony blade, and stab. Ebony blade, let's go. And does a 12 hit?
It does not.
I have advantage. So does a 13 hit?
No, Jesus.
Well, that's it for Gladys's turn. I'm not using any movement because the door is locked behind me, so there isn't much movement to be doing. Cool. That's my turn. I have +2 to AC, so my AC is now 20, and will be 25 if I need to shield.
Okay. So, in other words, they need to roll at least a 15 to get you to shield, and they need a nat 20. They need a double nat 20 to do damage unless your darkness drops.
But also, they need to make a wisdom save
to even try.
To even try.
Okay. These two failed their wisdom saves and so are running out the window. So there's currently 2 outside.
Okay, yeah.
Three more come down the stairs.
Okay.
We're all making wisdom checks. No, I think they're just trying to run. So
That's fair. So they're making dex checks to either having their movement if they don't know there's ball bearings and caltrops.
Yeah.
So I
1,
think
2,
it would make sense.
3, 4, 5. So one of them is getting further than the ground, but we have 5 that have escaped the building.
Okay, one of them dropped to the ground.
One of them didn't.
Escape.
Well, they've all made it outside, obviously, but
Okay.
only one of them managed not to fall and is running.
They're on their asses and they are screaming and they are telling the others, "Don't come in through here." I'm hoping to.
Or rather, there's a lot of "What the hell? Who put these?"
I'm gonna try to intimidate the rest by telling them, "Oh, you don't want to go through the windows. The windows have been trapped." Can I intimidate them into focusing on fighting me?
You can try, yeah.
Cool. 23 intimidation.
Okay.
They hear a voice. I'm making my voice purposefully deeper while I'm hiding my identity. And so from the darkness, they hear a menacing voice that's like, "Ha! You don't want to escape through the windows. The windows are trapped."
Okay, yeah. You have convinced them all of these guys at least, to stay and try to engage you, but they all fail their wisdom checks.
Nice.
Okay, so that is the Overseer's turns. 5 of them got out, even if 4 fell on their asses.
Cool.
And the rest have been intimidated into attacking you.
Cool. I'm going to hasted action hit with my ebony blade. Bonus action attack with my short sword. And then regular action thunderclap for another d6 to the people around me. But also thunderclap is loud. So like.
Does Thunderclap do the same damage as Sword Burst? Because I know you also have Sword Burst.
Yes. They are essentially the same, except one is silent and does cutting or force damage, and the other one does not. Okay, so thunderclap, it does thunder damage. Okay, you create a burst of thunderous sound which can be heard 100 feet away. I don't know if that means the sound ends 100 feet away, or if it is the minimum that, like, even if there's a ruckus, even if there's like a crowd that's like yelling or a building that's collapsing, people can hear it within 100 feet. Or if it's like...
If it's a minimum or a maximum.
Yeah, if it's a minimum or a maximum. I don't know, it's up to you.
I mostly brought it up just to make sure that you're maximizing your damage here, because I know that you've got a lot of spells and like a lot of cantrip options.
Yes, but I'm doing the thunderclap to really draw attention to
here, right here, yes.
Yes, so like it's not just for the damage, basically.
Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, cool. Make your rolls.
1d6 damage. That's they take 1 thunder damage if they fail. And then
Pass.
ebony blade attack. Oh, I already did those. Okay, I rolled a 20 with the ebony blade.
That hits.
I do 8 slashing and 13 radiant with my smite.
Okay, so 21 on this guy, yes?
Yes. Plus the Hexblade Curse does an extra 2 damage every time that I hit this creature. And then does a 19 hit?
It does.
I will do another 12, another 4, sorry, no, another 14 points of...
Are you already including a smite? Just tell me the piercing damage.
Oh, 7 piercing thanks to the... Okay, Hexblade's curse. So I actually heal 3 HP, I think. I heal... Hexblade curse healing, I heal 4 HP. Cool. Okay. Cool. So I only had to spend to do one one spell slot on a smite. This person is down. No, only 4.
Okay.
This one is at 0 HP, but still alive.
Okay.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. We've dealt with a total of 5, 6, 11, so there should be 9 more that are at least mostly prepared for the day. So, yeah. I think we're going to do a larger group. So 5 come downstairs. And we'll just have them pass essentially a Wisdom 12 check to see if they try to target you or go for the windows.
Okay.
1, 2.
Whips have reach. Since you described them as having whips, so if they place themselves around their companions, they don't even need to resort to like ranged attacks.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. So 2 of these guys are going to stay and try to join the fight. The other 3 are going to break some windows and fall on their asses, taking some amount of damage with it. But we now have 8 that have made it out of the building.
Okay.
All right. You do not have Sanctuary on, correct?
If I did, it dropped. Ajira is holding action to cast Sanctuary. No, Ajira is just gonna cast Sanctuary.
Okay, so you do have Sanctuary on, so wisdom checks all around.
Yeah.
So that's 1 pass. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. Fail. So 1 pass.
How?
He rolled a 13 exactly.
13?
Yeah.
So my AC is...
No, for wisdom.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, their wisdom sucks. Excellent.
Well, at least my luck did on that one. So that's a 16, a 7, and a 15. Miss.
Okay, so I don't even need to shield on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check something real quick. Channel divinity. Is it people who hear me? Okay.
That's a sight generally.
Each creature that considers itself inherently better than the common man, that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you, must make a wisdom saving throw. I'm going to cast it now because there's still some that are upstairs who will have to flee from me without getting closer if they are turned, right? Because you can't, so they couldn't come down the ladder because that would be movement that takes them closer. They would have to jump through that window and that window. But also, it might just get all of those people around me to like run away, run towards the windows, and if there's any of them that are still within 30 feet of me that are outside, they would also be at risk of getting turned. So yeah, it's not gonna. So I'm gonna do that as my action. I'm gonna channel divinity, and I'm going to and so they all do a wisdom saving throw, difficulty 13.
And so the interesting thing here is that if you were to have a conversation with these people, they wouldn't think that they're above the average freeman, right?
The common man, but like that's
the question.
That
right?
includes no, but like
do you think you're above laborers? No, I mean I'm an overseer. Like it's an honest trade, etc., etc. But
they are
literally slavers.
Yeah, like slaves are included in the common man, right? Like
they are workers.
They are and they are overseen. So
and they literally think of them as a lesser type of.
Yeah, to me, there's no question that this works on
anyone who fails
on slavers. There might be some that are infiltrating for their house, like I was infiltrating earlier today, who might not be turned by this if they're spies or something. But spies can also think of themselves as better than, it's up to you.
These are people who are literally members of a great house and slavers. So I think if they fail the wisdom save, they're turned.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they have a +0. It's a 13, right? Is your spell save DC? Okay.
It's a 13.
So they have a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 7 in 20 chance of failure. And there's 40 of them, of passing. So I think 14 of them are going to not be turned.
Okay. Out of the 40, that's very good.
Yeah. We're just going to go with the odds.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Save yourself some time.
Okay. So out of the 8 you have here, 8 times 0.35. So 3 of them, we'll say 2. We'll round down 2. So we'll say these 2 are not turned. Everyone else is going to have to spend their turn going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unconscious. And then there was 23 upstairs. So
23 down.
A lot of them were woken from sleep.
Yeah.
Are completely unarmed.
Yeah.
So the following waves were supposed to be substantially easier. The armed people were up front.
Yeah. I got the wrong ones to panic and run away from me.
Okay. So you do hear a lot of crashes of people diving through the upstairs windows at this point, as they have nowhere else to go, as they are unable to run towards the actual steps down.
So they're having to jump through the windows, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's sucks for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's certainly a lot of injury happening here because people are jumping through windows. There's caltrops. There's ball bearings on the ground. They're not making clean landings. They're jumping on each other.
Yeah, the guys who jump first, or the guys who'd fallen on their backs under those windows, are dead. They are dead. Sorry, not necessarily, but like they have multiple people jumping into their space.
So we've got 15 people basically jumping to get out of the windows.
Yeah.
So there are an additional, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 people outside, but not all of them are surviving.
Got it. Oh, if it takes damage, something is no longer turned, right? So all of the ones who fall from the...
However, at this point, they're outside of a burning building.
Yes. and panic might be contagious, and all of the ones who were like around me might not take damage leaving if they're stepping on others. So like there's still some of them that are still turned. May I read to you how long it lasts? Okay. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay.
Cool. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. So all of those are gonna be dashing for a whole minute in possibly into different directions. I've created chaos. I would like to make an attack of opportunity and hit someone with the ebony blade. Cool.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 and I'm going to do 11 slashing.
Okay.
And 21 radiant.
Okay. Yeah.
Dead?
Dead.
Cool.
There's and dead because radiant damage is what killed him. Yeah.
Cool. That's my reaction. That's my
that was your action.
Yeah.
Your reaction will come later. You can tell who's turned probably, but they haven't actually taken their action yet. I a little bit interrupted your turn to start.
No, it's fine. You needed to move some places around. I'm
But
fine with that.
I will grant you that you can tell that these two are not turned after casting it. There are technically other people around you at this moment in your turn, but
short sword attack on short sword attack on one of them. And I'm gonna do okay. I gotta remember the Hexblade's curse adds 2 damage every time. Okay, cool. 21 to hit, 8 piercing, and then 9 radiant.
okay, so 17 total.
Yeah. Cool. That was my hasted action, bonus action, action. I've spent two more spell slots, and Ajira is gonna hold action to cast Sanctuary if I drop my shield.
Does she have 2 or 3?
She has 3, so this would be her last one. Cool. I'm still hasted.
And you don't have Sanctuary on at the moment, yes?
Because I attacked, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What was I doing? Yes, I was taking off 2 first level spell slots, so I only have 11 first level spell slots left. And I forgot when I cast darkness, so I only have 3 right here. Okay, cool. That's my turn. I don't think I've got anything else that I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we have one more armed person coming down the stairs. However, after that, there's another two that come down wearing a nightshirt.
Yeah.
So they're unarmed, etc.
Yeah.
So they make it out on the bottom level, so they're a little bit more likely to survive that jump. But this one, hearing the sounds of fighting, is going to try to join. You do not have Sanctuary on, so they step up.
Yeah.
They're going to use their reach property, make their attacks.
Still have darkness foe. That's the
Miss,
most.
miss. 17 is a miss.
Darkness for the win.
Miss. 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 Miss.
They know, they might not have seen my face, but they know there's something with heavy armor inside of this cloud of darkness. Cool. That's their turn?
That's their turn.
Okay.
Two more guys.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna put my second Hexblade's Curse on one that is not damaged yet.
Okay, so that'll be that.
Uh,
It's your third Hexblade's Curse.
No. So that's my second.
Because your first Hexblade's Curse was on this guy that's already been downed.
Yes.
So then you applied a Hexblade's Curse to this guy.
Oh, I did?
You described doing Hexblade's Curse damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I did not have a bonus action to do that, so in fact they have 4 more HP.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse the actually I haven't the one that has the most HP, and I'm gonna start attacking with the Ebony Blade twice. Once for my hasted action, once for cool. Ebony Blade. Dirty 20 is gonna do 8 slashing and 7 radiant for a total of 15.
Okay. And you're doing that
On the one that I've put.
who's uninjured so far?
No, I'm doing it on the person who's like yeah, I'm doing it on the person who's uninjured so far, please.
Okay, so 15 on the uninjured person. We'll put them at 17. Okay.
Cool. And then second attack, natural 20 with advantage. 7 slashing.
Okay, they're up.
Cool. And then 24 radiant and proficiency damage. Okay.
Down.
Cool. So I regain 1 HP and I'm back at maximum, baby. And that's my last Hexblade's Curse. I also spent my Channel Divinity. Alright, cool. That was bonus action, Hexblade's Curse, action. That's my turn. I'm not moving. Oh no, I'd like to move back here to block their exit.
Okay. So 3 more make it down. Once again, wearing nightshirts. And given that they don't have a great means of stopping you, these 3 are also going to make 4 windows.
Okay.
Presumably they will also get stuck on ball bearings, but you know, once someone's on the ball bearings,
Yeah.
they can definitely get up and move away just
Yes.
slowly.
Yes.
So that's another 3 out.
Damn, I'm not like burning stuff might not have been the best idea, but
Okay.
yeah.
That's actually a really good point. They probably have been taking some fire damage, especially if the fire was upstairs.
Yeah, I think I had the servant like start the fires on the lower wall. So like it's up to you whether the fires made it all the way up. But it is wood.
Hello?
I don't remember when we turned the recording off, but I just turned it back on. So anyways, I exited the building, locked it back up behind me. And I'm turning around to see that there's a lot of them much closer than I thought. But hey, that means they're not going to after the escapees. I'm going to... I get hint of Imperials doing anything right now? The Legionnaires?
It's a little hard to tell, once again, especially given that the Legionnaire bunkhouse is basically on top of a pillar of stone, so they're like 50 feet above you, and anything they do, they're gonna have to go down a bridge and then down a ramp, so
Yeah.
pretty decent chunk of distance to cover. Actually, no, you do hear a bell from the guard tower that is ringing. You hear a constant ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding.
I didn't get those cuffs that I wanted. Fuck. Okay. Well, there will be a lot of them left behind in those two buildings right there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that said, we have quite a number of martial opponents as well as some number of I guess that's going to be a ranged combatant because that's going to be hard to remember as a non-martial or not armed if they have a weapon.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got a number of people in their nightshirts. We've got a number of people in their day wear. Some of them have their weapons, some don't. But in addition to that, you don't see too many Khajiit or Argonians around, but you do see sort of in a circle kneeling three Khajiit and one Argonian that are under guard. It's not exactly clear what's happened here, but at a minimum, somebody's been detained. But
Yeah.
you don't see 150.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's... I was gonna skip by and leave, but now I am motivated to stay on the battlefield. Okay, so their turn.
Their turn.
Yeah. I wish... Okay, Frabo, if I'd noticed all of that as I was exiting, I would have used my action to cast darkness instead of locking the log behind me. But Gladius might not have, like, it's a very...
It was your plan to turn around, lock the door.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna sneak
Like-
around,
like
and then you
that-
turn around. Shit.
Okay, I should have used an action to cast darkness. I think I'd like to keep that as a comical moment of, like, Gladius was like, they are panicking for sure. They are like, my enemies are confused and scurrying around. Oh shit! I don't have anything to give them disadvantage on attacking me. So this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're out of sanctuaries. I believe you're out of invisibility too. I think that's just once a day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
It's their turn.
Yeah.
It's their turn.
It is in fact their turn. And I'm realizing how many attack rolls I'm about to have to make.
Yeah, that's your...
So, the one advantage you've got right now is your positioning. Because you ended your turn right next to a burning building.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily want to gank up on you as you are. So I think of my armed attackers, gonna call it 6 people ranged attacks.
Cool.
So miss. It's still it's 20 to hit. Yes. Why am I rolling 2 die?
It is 20 to... Shit, can't you do the melee attacks first? Why do you always have to do the...
No one's closing in on ranged on you right now, because you're right next to a burning building.
Oh, so like it's only the ranged attacks.
Right now,
cool.
At least, yes.
I dropped to the ground to give all of them disadvantage.
Okay, well, you didn't know it was going to be only ranged attacks at the end of your turn.
Okay, if I can do that as a,
as a reaction?
You've allowed me to drop onto the floor in as just a free thing in the past. It makes it's up to you. I'm gonna keep my reaction for shield, but I am
if you want to do this, it will cost a reaction.
Okay, no, I stay standing then.
Okay, cool. Only one that hits is a natural 20.
Okay.
So that's going to be...
I'm not concentrating on anything, so there's that at least.
Mm-hmm. So 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You're hit by a dagger.
Okay, got it. Cool. My turn.
Yep.
Okay. Action, darkness. Can you draw the windows on these buildings for me, please?
Yeah, sure. There are none.
Okay.
They're pretty hastily constructed. There's cracks between the wooden slats, but
So I can see between the slats, is what I'm hearing.
It's like arrow slits, 3/4 cover.
Cool. Hell yeah. I am...
There's also no lights on inside. It's full darkness.
Lovely.
Not dim.
Yeah. Lovely. I am going to bonus action face step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through one of the slots, because even if it is a dark place, I can still look at the darkness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anybody in melee range, so nobody is affected by my fear effect, but that is fine. I would like to use my hasted action to hide as part of my teleportation. Since I'm teleporting into a dark place and I'm just crouching to the ground immediately, I'm trying to use my action to my hasted action to stealth. That's may I roll?
Yeah, go ahead. But you do still have disadvantage.
Yes, that's fair. Shit, I don't have anything to mitigate that anymore. Or do I? Disadvantage is really bad. I know. I action cast darkness.
Okay.
It's my hasted action to hide. So
right.
I do it without disadvantage, hopefully, but I do spend another one of my coveted second level spell slots.
I mean, the reason that plate armor and like the heavy armors give you disadvantage when it comes to hiding, I always assumed it was a sound thing.
Sure. Like, teleportation means I can move without doing much movement, right?
Right.
I can probably stand still and like arrive there. But since they're slats, I also want them to not see me like teleporting. Up to you. I am casting darkness either way.
Okay, I'm gonna say that the darkness is lowering your DC.
Sounds good. Still
You're
disadvantage.
still disadvantage, yeah.
Alright, come on. 9. Yeah. That's fair. If it doesn't, like, if they don't catch me, that's fair.
Passive perception is 10.
Yep.
But
So
I did
I-
say, but
I
if
did-
I lower the
you
DC,
did-
then
you
you're
did
there,
s-
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So-
And object interaction, I'd like to use my blind sight to echolocate the objects around me, and I would like to pick up one of the anti-magic slave collars as my object interaction.
Okay, yeah.
That's my turn.
Sure. Yes, there is a lot on the ground around here, so that's pretty easily done. In fact, if you had rolled low enough, then perhaps I would have described you accidentally kicking one.
Yeah.
Place. Place.
One anti-magic
Place.
intern color. I'm so proud of the unseen helper. You don't see unseen servants taking initiatives like this. It's because it's treated with respect that it went above and beyond. Like, that's how you fucking do it. That's how you set a
building on fire.
a building on fire. Way to go.
You knew better than me, unseen helper.
Unseen helper. Sometimes they're smarter than you.
I think it literally is.
The only stat it's given is its strength stat for like what it can move around, HP and like AC.
If we just assume it's a 10, it's smarter than you though.
Yeah. Cool. That's my turn. I am hidden, and I am.
Okay. You hear from behind or from this area. Where'd he go? Lost him. It's that fellow that was eating our soup. He shows up in our bunkhouse, eats our soup, sets the place on fire.
I'm gonna try to collect more slave collars as I make my way towards the door. Right, the
Door is here.
The door is here to help those people out.
Okay.
But right now I'm still stealthing. So action, bonus action, and hasted action and object interaction go into picking up slave collars and putting them in my bag. So I would get 4.
3, because I'm gonna need you to make another active stealth check because you're moving a bunch of metal around.
That's absolutely fair. Wait, okay, yes, it still needs to be active. That makes sense. So I now have 4 of those. Active stealth check. Let's go. Okay. It's a 14 without the at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we're doing it.
So how far do you move?
I want to move up to here, like to be next to the
I believe when stealthing your movement is halved, so you should only be able to move 20.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, that's where I move. And that's my turn. I'd like to also listen to what they're doing and stuff. I have darkness. So actually, I need to be here to not be noticed.
Okay. From where you're standing now, you're getting a little bit less of the panicked guards people, and a little bit more of the those that are keeping their heads and are dealing with these folks. Obviously, tensions are still high, but you hear of something hard hitting flesh, and a question is asked: who's organizing this? Where are the rest of them going?
Okay. I'm gonna be like, as long as they're asking questions, they're not gonna kill, because they're gonna try to if only one of them has the information and they kill that person. But if they're escalating to violence, my oath compels me. Cool. My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I move here. No, hold on. I move here, and so my darkness is showing up here and hiding these two, and I would like to coiling grasp tattoo through the planks. This is a tattoo, so it's very thin. It can slide between the hastily constructed things, and I would like to grab this this person, so that person is screaming while being engulfed in darkness.
Sure, just double check the range on the electric grasp, because I believe it's only 10.
It is 15. What I'm not sure about is if my blind sight extends.
That's right, your blind sight's only 10.
Yeah. So blind sight. So I have to move within 10 to. Oh no, it's a saving throw. It's a strength saving throw, so it doesn't. So I don't care about getting advantage on that. The coil from darkness, basically. The coiling grasp. Yeah, coiling grasp tattoo.
But your vision is still only 10 feet because you are also in full darkness.
That's
magical darkness.
True. That's true. Okay, coiling grasp tattoo. It has 15 feet, but I am going to move within 10 feet to be able to see.
So it does require a creature you can see then?
Yep. It's a creature you can see within 15 feet of you.
Okay.
Cool. And so strength save, please. DC 14.
That's a pass.
Oh, the pass?
Shit.
Cool. Hasted actions. As an action, can I use my hasted action to try again to restrict them with the coiling grasp tattoo? It's a saving throw, not a weapon attack, so
Fuck it, I'll let it go. Yeah,
cool.
Go ahead.
Make another strength check, please.
That's a 11. Fail.
Cool. So that's 3d6 force damage. That is 10 force damage. And they are grappled. The cat has been grappled by me. And they, as an action, they can try to escape by making a strength, athletics, or dexterity, acrobatics DC 14 check. So what I'm imagining is that this this person, like, the darkness comes out from the building, and when it retracts, this person is like being held by coils of darkness, like against the planks, and yeah, I'm gonna move back here because it doesn't end the grapple until I move 15 feet away from this creature.
So you've moved back and forth 10 feet. Total.
Actually, no, I'm gonna move. Sorry. Instead, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3.
20. Okay.
Cool.
Now you did not use an action to attempt a stealth check.
Nope. No, this is like this is me providing cover for these people to escape, while also like being like, the danger is here. So like if they're trying to get through this door in the darkness, they will push the slaves out of the way, hopefully. Or like the slaves can kind of like stealth in the darkness.
Okay.
As my object interaction, I'm gonna pick up one more anti-magic intern color, and as my bonus action, okay. Command creature you can see within range. It is one action. Shit. I'm gonna I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to hasted action cast command flee on. Is this on this one? Oh no, it's a creature I can see, so it has to be within 10 feet. So
you would theoretically have more motion, except they're blocking the door.
Yeah. All 4 of those are slaves, right?
Yeah, so I guess they're technically friendly NPCs.
Cool.
Or allied NPCs.
Is it possible?
Yeah, you can move through their space.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool. Then I move to here, and I'm gonna get this one to. Actually, hold on. If I was here.
Okay, sorry. What do you say in the darkness to convince them quickly?
I'm like, run! Go where you've been told. Don't get caught. And I open the door. Wait, no, the door was already open, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm gonna move to. Okay, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, because and I'm gonna move to here when I cast flee, just so that I can opportunity attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Wisdom save?
Yes, wisdom save difficulty 13. They've been pretty bad at those recently, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Take your opportunity attack.
Cool. I'm gonna let this one go because I might need to cast shield on myself with the number of attacks that are coming towards me. But he has to move on his turn, so I couldn't.
But I mean, you're at an action.
Could I move to here and then
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, yeah.
Cool. Because I want to be able to like provide cover for them. So like to the enemies, it's looked like the darkness has come out and maneuvered itself to here. That's all of my movement. That's my bonus action command. This one is gonna flee on his turn. That's my turn. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right, their turn. So this one is turning tail, running, dashing. So he's 60 feet that way. Gone. This one is injured and being grappled. This one is fine and is so going to turn and make its 3 attacks. You feel with your blind sight them moving.
Okay, because I didn't try to hide, it is clear where in the darkness the heavy armor guy is. I am making a lot of noise and I am coming right behind him.
And yet...
Fuck!
He's not moving at all towards you. There we go.
I should have compelled duel, but okay, compelled.
So instead, he reaches for the Khajiit next to him.
Grapple?
Pulls them back into a grapple with a blade against their neck and says, "Easy now. Don't want to move too fast. I might make a mistake, huh? You seem to care a lot about these filthy cat men."
You from the darkness. It's going to hear. Like when I turned the bourgeois, I declared myself like I was like, "Flee, oppressors, in the name of the people." This time from the darkness, I'm going to say, what can I say? I'm a furry, and I will do, I do love them. Let them go. Can I try to roll intimidation?
Yes.
Cool.
This is not you channeling divinity, I take it. You are out of channel divinity?
Yes, I only have one. It's just like I was describing retroactively.
Yes.
Like I'm giving a lot of mixed messages about who I am and stuff like this. 24 intimidation.
Very nice.
Let them go.
So yeah, he's gonna do the very stupid thing, and with a 24 in intimidation, it's not to say, "Never mind, you can have him," and runs.
Hell yes.
Attack of opportunity if you want it.
Nope. I'm preparing to shield.
Okay, cool. Then it is the rest of their turn. You are going to be getting some ranged attacks, but people are now getting very wary about you.
Yeah. I'm in darkness. Fuck you guys.
So 1, 2, 3, 17 to miss. 4,
Okay.
5.
I think I have 2 rounds of Potion of Speed left.
1.
Okay, cool. I still have my bonus to AC for now.
But it's gonna be your last round. Oh yeah, pushing speed. You could have moved much further when you were sneaking, but that's fine. 1 hit. Sorry, specifically a 23.
Shield to go up to 25.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I don't want to drop concentration on darkness. That's why I was holding on to my reaction.
Smart.
Cool. And the slaves?
Face. The slaves are going to this one is going to say to you, "Bless you, sir," in a lizard reptile voice, and they are going to take off running. takes a sec, puts a hand out to your shoulder to balance, and then sort of uses that as leverage, pushes off, and begins moving. But they're moving slower.
Cool.
It looks like they've otherwise been injured.
Yeah.
They're moving at half speed functionally, so they're only moving 20 per turn.
Okay.
But the other three are moving good, so they're getting away pretty easily. You're being slowed down by assisting this final slave, the one that had been held hostage briefly.
I'm going to lay on hands. I'm gonna do it for 5. Trying to, because if their mobility problem is caused by a disease or a poison, that will be exactly enough to fix it. If not, I'm hoping to heal specifically their leg. So I'm gonna spend so on my turn, action is gonna be lay on hands for 5 on this person.
Okay. Cool. So you reapproach them, put your hand towards their leg, spend 5 lay on hands. They put their clawed hand back on their shoulder and say, "Bless you." And they sort of flex their leg out from the ditch of the grade stance and say, "I can run."
I can't do it, but it would be really cool to also hasted action cast Long Strider on this person. I'm like, run for freedom. And cool. That's. I've got my hasted action left.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to end my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to move. Okay, so where was I?
You were here.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna attack twice. With action and bonus with hasted action and bonus action, and then I'm gonna retreat into in the doorway to limit the number of attacks that can come at me, and that will be my turn. So first attack, Ebony Blade. Ooh, that's a 10 with advantage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And short sword, that's a 15 with advantage.
That hits.
Okay, cool. That's going to be 5 piercing. I don't have the Hexblade's Curse. I am going to smite. I'm using it all. Those are the people. Cool. So that's gonna be 15 radiant and 5 piercing.
Okay, he is still standing, but it's close. He's wavering on his feet.
Cool. I move back into the doorway, and that's my turn. I'm like trying to stay as a distraction while also defending myself thanks to those walls.
Okay, so here's the thing. They're sufficiently afraid of you to not be coming too close to you.
Yeah.
However, it's very, very hard to hit you,
Yes.
generally speaking. So at this point, I think I'd like to enter cinematic mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you lose track of the additional group of slaves that you helped escape from this group of overseers, but they the group of them continues to grow. At this point, your potion of speed is definitely gone. The group of them continues to grow as they're supplemented by legionnaires streaming from above ground. some of which were the off-duty ones, most of which are, bearing some degree of their heavy armor and, shield weapons. But no more than 20 of them come. But at this point, that the numbers are becoming increasingly difficult to fend off. They become bolstered
I want to
with
flee.
their numbers. Yeah.
I would like to flee. If I need to, I will use my other teleportation to get through the walls, or just hit one of the walls hard enough,
I mean, you certainly can try to Misty Step and then sneak your way out.
No. What I would like to do is the following. I would like to use minor illusion to have a voice of one of the guards, one of them, yelling from like around here. It's the thieves. They're going back to the mines, and then I'm going to, while staying in darkness because it lasts for 10 minutes, start to like dash towards the mines, and I'm gonna try to trick them into following me.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to hide. So I'm going to use my last face step and then roll intimidation, deception. I'm trying to lure them into...
You are just lying.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, deception.
Come on, deception. I wish I'd put points in deception. Dirty 20.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the bulk of the of those around moving. Not all of them. Some are still staying behind to try to put out the flames. But the legionnaires and all of the armed overseers for sure are coming along for the ride.
Cool. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna head up in the tunnels towards where I know the thieves are, but I'm hoping that they will go down because a few of them know that the big group, right? You remember the deception that I made, are in the lower parts of the cave, and I'm hoping to drown them. Yes, that's I'm just gonna flee into the mines and bring a little bit of heat on the thieves, but it's fine. Cool. Do you want me to spend any resources to represent going into cinematic mode?
Yeah, I think we'll call it 4 more first level spell slots on shields. And 5 points of damage from a lucky double 20.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of hits.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm at 20.
Who's there?
Dinner.
You said 5
Dinner
HP?
who?
So
I had your dinner.
28.
Place. Okay. So you have about 20 guards and 12 overseers in hot pursuit of you towards the mines.
Damn, there's more than 12 overseers left alive? Okay.
Out of 40.
I'm hoping that thanks to Longstrider, I'm able to get ahead of them in the time that it takes to get to the hey, you got cheese dangling on this off
I'm
of the
aware. It's like from the quesadilla.
side. I just don't want it to fall for the puppies.
Cool.
Cool. Am I able to get there far ahead of them since I'm dashing?
Let's see. I mean, especially getting into the mines, I've described it as pretty long distances. You have long strider, so that's an average of 10 feet per...
20 if I dash.
Right. 20 if you dash feet per 6 seconds, so 200 per minute within the, 2.5 minutes that it takes you. Well, okay. Yes, you've got,
Far ahead.
you've got 8 rounds to prepare.
Oh, cool. I just climb up and do my best to hide, hoping that the amount of scrambling that I'm able to do before I start to hear their voices catching up, I don't want to make any echoing sounds, so I'm gonna stand very still after I hear them coming, but I'm hoping that they will go down because of my previous deceptions.
Mm-hmm. It does seem like the voices you can hear echoing up into the caverns when they arrive are calling. And they've got to be somewhere in the mine shafts. Anyone, that Fighters Guild fellow, he said that he thought that there was a cavern down. Who hears from a scouting team? And so you hear most of them seem to be going down towards the location you'd pinned, but the forces are still splitting and covering the lower mine shafts. Because, they mostly are familiar with the mine shafts themselves, so they're figuring that's still a place to go.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last first level spell slot. Can we say I picked up my tinderbox? Okay, cool. I'm gonna...
Or your unseen servant slipped it into your pocket before it dispersed.
Hell yeah. My unseen helper is... I'm gonna cast it anew.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give it the tinderbox again, and I'm gonna tell it, hey, spark this when you're in the lower levels. And I'm gonna give it some directions. I'm gonna use my bonus action to mentally guide it down to the lower levels and ignite the whole thing.
Okay, cool. It makes its way down and down and down and down and down. And
I need to know how much damage I did with Unseen Helper. You need to tell me what, I need to know from my damage output that Unseen Helper is one of the most overpowered spells in the game.
okay. So, what's the duration on Unseen Helper? First, I'll ask that.
1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember the wizard who can operate a whole factory?
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so it descends down and down and down into the caverns, behind the thrust of the guards, moving completely unseen and very, very quietly.
Unseen Helper, your sacrifice will be remembered.
It keeps following the main contingent until its senses begin to pick up the sulfurous scent that you'd been warned of that indicated the presence of noxious fumes, and ignites, strikes the tinder against the flint a few times, causing a spark, 1, 2, and then an explosion, quite like a fireball, spreads through the room. Roll 8d6.
Okay, 8d6. Now that's gonna be 32 points of fire damage.
Which is exactly what I set the health at.
Oh. Very good. Very good.
It kills all the ones that had been there. Now, there are more,
Yes.
but most of them are then killed in the blast. The blast, however, is quite large.
Yeah.
These gas pockets move throughout the mountain, and once catching, can cause further explosions down the space. It's so important to keep fire out of this space.
Yeah.
So you feel the ground around you shake. The stone itself seems almost creaking, and you hear thunderous noise from other parts of the cavern. It just takes one spark sometimes.
I'm gonna mount back out of here. I'm like, it is gonna collapse on me. I need to get out of here. I think I'm trying to teleport behind the enemy troops that are at the entrance of the cavern to kind of like stealth and count them. So like as far away back into the caldera, and I'm hoping that the fact that it's night and that it's got a good range on it. Let's see. Cape of Mountback.
I will let you teleport out of the mine entirely. However,
500 feet.
yeah. However, you're now sort of between a rock and a hard place. You're between the guardhouse and the mine shaft entrance.
This is exactly where I want to be right now.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna try to like estimate like how many are still alive at the mine shaft and how many are still alive back at the guard tower, like around the fire. I assume that it might be easy for me from a long distance to be able like, yeah, there's about 10 of them trying to put out the fire.
Yeah, which, yes, there seems to be about 10 folks, trying to put out the fire to some extent.
We did start the fire. The unseen helpers, they're so good.
However, that said, no more than 20 guards went down, so it's reasonable that there's still about 20 guards left in the guard tower and bunkhouse.
Yep.
Which the standard way out of the caldera goes right through that.
Yeah, but also the way to the safe goes right through. What about the path that leads to the woods?
It's the same one.
Oh, so there's
only one main entrance in and
okay.
out of the caldera.
Well,
like there are other ways, but it is more difficult.
Yeah.
It's all difficult terrain, etc.
Hopefully they made it through. I think in this case, Gladius is a little bit like, I want to finish this, but there's still how many enemies alive? Like there's 20 that are like around the guardhouse and maybe putting out the fire, and then on the other side there's how many that's split off at the mine?
So as you are on the outside of the mine, you do hear creaking, and part of the shaft partially collapses. Who knows how many of the guards are alive or dead, but at a minimum that's 32 off the table. So all of the guards had gone into the mine shaft. So you've got like 10 over, all of the guards that had come to assist had gone into the mine shaft to pursue.
Yes!
Except the 2 right outside.
Okay.
So that's all the guards. That's 20 guards, 18 guards, I should say. 18 guards taken care of. We're down to 8 overseers, and then the 20 guards that are in the guardhouse, and also you are directly outside the mine.
So there's like 2 of them.
Yes.
Cool. I Cape of Mountback. I turn around, and I say, think I'm the only one who survived. How are you guys doing? And I'm gonna, like, it's been very dark. I've been moving around a lot. I'm not sure they know what their target looks like. So I'm just like, damn, that was a close one.
Damn, that was crazy, bro.
And like, I'm not making any offensive movements. I'm not drawing my weapons. I'm just like, there's smoke coming out of the thing. There might be screams dying off. There's like rocks falling. I think my Thieves Guild friends are gonna have the whole section to themselves because of a collapse, and they're gonna love me. So can I roll deception to not get attacked? Okay, cool. Eight.
The two of them look at you and say, passphrase.
I'm an Imperial. So is it reasonable that I would know an old passphrase?
Maybe. Yeah.
Cool. Can I re-roll deception?
Sure.
Okay. Or maybe it's an intelligence check.
Actually, yeah, I think this is an intelligence check.
Fuck.
If you're trying to remember an old passphrase that you had been taught once.
Okay. I'm going to... wait. I know this one. Okay. Intelligence check first. 15.
Okay. Tell me something. Say something.
The quick brown fox runs after the it's the quick brown fox phrase, right? That's the last one they gave me when I left Saint-Denis. I haven't interacted with, like, I haven't been given the new passwords recently, but and then you say the rest of the thing jumps over the...
Were you not paying attention when the commander gave us a specific passphrase for today? I swear all these new recruits just don't listen when the commanding officers are telling them things.
Yeah,
But fine, that is one of the passphrases.
Yeah, I'm with the Fighters Guild.
Oh, that's right. You're the one running around with the thieves.
Yeah.
Well, great job.
It was hard, but we killed them all.
Yeah, and half of our fighting force was in there.
Yeah, man. Lucky you. You weren't. I gotta go. I'm gonna turn around and leave these two behind. Okay. Yeah. I'll be coming back with these two because they still think I'm an ally, and that's the first step to thinking of me as a friend. Cool. I'm gonna head back. So the 8 overseers are putting out the fire, and then about 18.
22 total living guards. Plus
These two plus the 20 that are up there. Cool.
And then, of course, also, what was his name? Minian and, I'm pulling it up. Mianin and Stelenius Gabato.
Okay.
The Halalu and Imperial overseers, but like supervisors.
Cool. I'm gonna like. The overseers are separated from the rest, right?
Yeah, they have their own little like office building.
Okay, cool. There's 8 of them. I can probably take them. But I'm getting very low on resources. Short rest won't get me much. Because I'm not in the city. Okay. But I do want to make it possible for the slaves to come back here and to like grab the stuff that the Imperials and Overseers had, so that they have something to like, so that they have like some resources other than one spear and one set of clothes. Not to mention rations. How close is it to dawn?
Let's see. It's still only around 4 a.m. You did have to spend a fair amount of time in the mines waiting for the unseen servant, but
that's fair.
Otherwise most of this action happened pretty quickly, so it's about 4.
Cool. Dawn is at
6.
Cool.
Got about 2 hours of darkness.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm gonna hide for 2 hours.
Okay. Pretty doable. Where do you choose to hide?
Somewhere in the caldera.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so okay. The Cape of Mountback. Once you've cast it, the property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn. I'm going to like hide within 500 feet of being on the other side of the like guard buildings, and then I'm gonna as the sun is rising, I'm going to teleport. I'm gonna use the Cape of Mountback to teleport to the other side, and then I'm gonna run towards the city. I need to sleep. I need to sleep.
You're not gonna try to take out the Overseers with what you got?
Not right now. I'm out of spell slots to bonk them really hard on the head, and even if they send people to like look for me, if I just get a short rest, I'll already have like 4 first level spell slots. So I'm gonna risk it for the brisket, and I'm gonna run back to town. I don't have any way of telling Nilos to keep waiting for me. I have not swung around the lantern. Oh, I'm gonna take a detour to go and tell them how things are going.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take a detour towards there.
Okay, but first you've got to make it till dawn, because you got to get out of the caldera, and the best way you've got to do that is with the Cape of Mountback.
Yes.
Because the copse is outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a place that's like a sort of like divot in the landscape, and I'm gonna lay down and try not to move for a couple of hours.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to roll survival to see if you can find the like landscape that you're looking for, and then stealth based on
6 on survival.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You're not able to find anything more than a rock that could give you half cover.
Okay. Well, I suppose if I get found, how do I? Who finds me? How are they split? I'm not.
Roll stealth next.
This one I'm a little bit less. With disadvantage, that's gonna be a 6.
Yeah. 6 is pretty bad. Yeah, passive perception 12.
So I think there's a chance that I don't realize it, but one of the groups has sees me from a distance, right? Like they know where I am, but whether or not they're gonna come towards me is an entirely different matter.
Okay. So in that case, I am gonna ask you to make a perception check.
Ooh, shit. Shit. Okay. Perception. I do have proficiency because perception is always useful. 20, 30.
Okay. So, let's see. The first rays of the sun haven't escaped yet, but the sky's beginning to brighten in that sort of pre-dawn twilight. And with that, you and your dark vision are able to catch on a ridge about, let's see, so there is an incline on this map, so this direction is equal parts up and down.
Okay.
So like you're not just moving this way, you're also moving 5 feet up.
Okay.
So 20 feet up from you is a group of legionnaires traveling along a ridge.
I had described that I was like laying prone.
That's right. That's right. You are also behind a rock, giving you half cover.
Yay!
But
okay, so that's the rock. Hell yeah.
yes. Okay. So a group of legionnaires stands on a ledge about 20 feet up from you. And the sun has not risen yet. You've probably got about 10 minutes before the sun rises and you have your cape functioning.
Cool. Initiative? Or do I have a...
And we're going to leave it here.
Okay.
It's 8 o'clock and the dog's got to eat.
Yeah, that's fair. Star is, you've given me like such a nice sandbox to do stuff with by being like, there's explosive gases down there. There's like mine shafts that go up and mine shafts that go down. So there's like, I had a wish of camera between the games where I was like, I would like for there to be escapees like on the battlefield, because that's I would have started to run away immediately after that last one. So like you putting those there made me stick around and stay for like much longer and spend more resources. I could probably have killed more in the mine if I had like lured more of them out there, but I had to kill a couple. So like you, like it's a puzzle environment, and I'm using a lot of it, and I'm very happy about that. My wish is for you to stay in frame. In frame.
Sorry, especially once we get to Star and a Wish, my ADHD can only contain me for so long.
That's fair. Okay. My wish. I wish to play again tomorrow pretty early before I have to go to work.
We can probably accommodate.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I really want to like clear this place to have access to their safe, to be able to like give.
Actually, probably not tomorrow, but let's say Monday.
Okay.
I don't work.
Oh, cool. You don't work at all this week? Okay, my wish is 1 game per day on.
We can probably do
cool.
that.
Your star and wish?
My star. This was fun in general. This was a really good session.
Did you like that, like, okay, I think it was a little too smart for Gladius, but like the anticipating of like, this is the tools I have for war, and I'm excited to use the decanter of endless water to drown some people, right? So, and then being like, oh, on top of that, there's gases down there. I could just use the gases. But like, thinking about ahead of time, being like, oh yeah, there's a big group of them down there. I got almost all of them.
I mean, I think to me, it does make sense as a Gladius kind of move when you consider information such as a Battle Master fighter is not reliant on an intelligence stat. Like, your knowledge of the battlefield isn't necessarily intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is something like that. Like, history probably is, you know, a good stat to have if you're trying to play, like, you know, the Master General.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not trying to play a Master General, you're trying to play a guy who's good at improving on the fly.
Yeah. And who's got like a series of wild magical objects and is excited to like use them in different ways.
And frankly, charisma makes sense as that being the stat that is good at thinking fast on the fly and coming up with wacky plans more so than necessarily brilliant ones. And I think it's really fitting. I think because I had been setting up the like flammable gases bit for a couple of sessions, and like that was really like if you didn't bite on it, you didn't bite on it, but like and you didn't go down into those chambers like in a scene, so it didn't really come up that much.
But it was in my brain.
But it was in your brain.
Yeah.
And you thought about it, you brought it in, and you were able to have an unseen helper basically turn into a fireball, which is great.
It's like great use of a first level spell slot. Like
it also kind of was an earthquake, which is like an 8th level spell, so yeah, no, excellent. I thought that was really fun. That was part of why I was willing to make it a fireball's worth of damage. Just because
for exactly the right amount of damage to kill them. I mean, like, to be honest, if they're far enough down, the smoke alone, trying to like walk back up while there's smoke all around you, you're coughing your lungs out, like you are knocking into stuff. Even if the fireball hadn't killed them, the like ensuing gases for sure.
Like they should be dead of smoke inhalation if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then getting
crushed,
caught in an earthquake.
Yeah, that too.
A couple of other things like ceiling collapse.
Yeah.
This was catastrophic. I think that's got to be my star. And
okay, so star. Mine strategy.
Yeah. I think specifically the thing that I liked was you interacting with the environment with it. I thought that was really fun. It was validating for me as a GM that, like, once again, I'm dropping breadcrumbs. It's very sandboxy, and, like, you pick up what you pick up, and, like, you interact with what you want to interact with. So it always feels good when, like, when you pick up the dolls that I've left out on the table and you start banging them together. It's great. Shout
out to Emily from, it's not Critical Role, it's Dimension 20. Her character she played a New Yorker that was going through a really rough time and getting a divorce and everything, and she really needed the money, so she cast Unseen Servant, went to a bar where a lot of people would know she was there and not at her house, and had the Unseen Servant commit arson so that she could get the insurance money. She'd been at the bar an hour before the fire started, and she is an inspiration. Like the unseen helper, like I could only do what I did today because I stood on the shoulders of giants.
You did lose your tinderbox though.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for Wish, I'm looking forward to you trying to talk your way into, I just found 150 beast folk around Caldera, but they're all definitely free. You can tell they don't have slave racers. That's going to be a fun conversation.
They're probably going to have to do that conversation by themselves. I got somewhere to be, and that's okay. Here's the plan, right? I knock 3 of them unconscious. Okay, preferably some who still think that I'm an ally. When they wake up with like gags, blindfolds, and like bracers, so that they're not able to cast magic. And I'm gonna use some like prestidigitation and some wands to make it seem like there's a fight, and that whoever like was holding them captive is is killed, and then I come along and like take off their bags of their heads, and I'm like, you guys, there's like Black Hand agents, they're swarming the place. We've gotta climb out of the caldera. You guys, they're looking for you because you're the only, like, there's no way they were looking for the slaves. Like, you guys are in danger. And I'm from the Thieves Guild. I need somebody to tell folks that I did a good job, right? So I'm gonna save you so that you can tell the Thieves Guild to
Wait, who are we kidnapping?
I'm kidnapping 3 overseers.
Okay.
And making them think that, you know, they're we need to run away through the Ashlands, and I'm their only hope of survival, so that they want to befriend me, and then right before we get back to civilization, we're like best friends party, and then I take the first watch and kill all 3 of them. That's the plan.
That's the future plan.
That's
okay.
the
Gotta
like.
Leave at least 3 of them alive.
That's
3 of the most unsavory ones alive, so you don't have to feel bad.
Exactly. But like, so that's why those 2 that were guarding the mine, I was like, I am keeping those 2 in mind. They're isolated. They think of me as an still. Worst case scenario, I can say, hey, they had this guy's self. They used my face to get into the complex and everything. I can lie, but also it's probably going to be persuasion for me to say the truth of, I'm here for the Fighters Guild. I need people to, like, who were here to say, I took care of the thieves. The thieves are all dead, right? Mm-hmm. It's the Black Hand for some reason that's like around here now. You're my best hope of getting paid. I'm your best hope of surviving. And we don't have the key to those collars, so you're helpless without me. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I love that. That's we're gonna have
I'm gonna trick them into becoming my friends. They're gonna feel like this is the start of a Lord of the Rings or a Wheel of Time, where they're like,
buddy cop.
Yeah, like where they're like running for their lives, and there's a mysterious like warrior that that defeated the Black Hand, who was like guarding them and took their weapon, and now he's got this like really cool weapon, and they have to leave their job and go on an adventure, and they're the main characters, and look, civilization, we're almost there and we're friends now, and stab them. That's the plan.
This really does feel, at least until the point in which you murder them in cold blood, like a buddy cop movie.
Yes.
like one of those movies where it's just like rogue cop has to go off grid because of all the evil cops infiltrating the cops.
Yeah.
And he relies on an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Which I believe is a real movie.
Has to be. What was the wish? I forgot.
They basically was like more dealing with helping the slaves get out. But I like your idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. They're self-organized, and if I do my job correctly, they will have money from the vaults of their oppressors, so they can communally take care of one another, right? I'm gonna go take care of those three and my own needs, which is the need of getting a better sword. Cool.
Cool. You're about to have one of the best swords in the game.
Yes.